Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So a couple days ago I showed you this Lakefield Mark 1. And this is an interesting rifle, and I've been talking to some buddies about this, and these are guys that know guns. And I say, you ever heard of Lakefield? No? Well, they're a Canadian company. They started in 1965 and you know, made some single shot and magazine fed bolt action rifles and a semi-auto. They're well known for having good barrels and being accurate. Well, in 1995, Savage come along and bought them. Now, we've all heard of the Savage Mark 1 and Savage Mark 2. Well, that's a Lakefield. Savage just took the Lakefield guns and slapped their name on them. And they have quite a good reputation for these old Mark 1 and Mark 2s. So we're going to take a few shots with this, see if I can figure out these iron sights on it. We'll shoot some of this Ely Club in it. You know, it's interesting. Savage kind of has a reputation for buying up companies and taking their products and making them their own. You know, back in the day, they bought Stevens, which had the was it the Model 24 combination over under rifle shotgun, and the 187, the Gill gun or the Click Clack gun, and they bought some other companies over the years. I just find it interesting that we all know what the Savage Mark guns are, but most of us haven't ever heard of Lakefield. I think it's a good looking old rifle. Let's see what we can hit with it. Got some decent checkering on it. I don't know. It's grooved for a scope. Maybe we'll put a scope on it. Let's see where this thing hits. I just can't quite see. I need some binoculars out here, fellas. Okay, I think that was on. You never know how the previous guy liked his iron sights set up. I think I've got this one figured out now, though. Yeah, they got it where the post, you ride it just above. That seems to be the sweet spot. You guys ever heard of these Lakefields? I think I read somewhere that some 95% of them were exported to the US. Got a decent trigger on it. That's one thing Savage did do, is they put their Accutrigger in it. I've never owned a Savage Mark 1 or Mark 2. I know they have a pretty good following, so I can't tell you what those triggers are like. This one, it's firm. It's got a nice break. You could probably lighten it up by a couple pounds at least. May have to get in and see what we can do with this. I think I'm hitting about dead on. Or some hawks up in the sky. It's a beautiful morning here. It's getting so hot now, kind of got to get out early. I was also reading that the Savage of Canada, which is the Lakefield factory, they're investing some $3.5 million into that factory to expand. I haven't found a lot of articles about Savage buying Lakefield. You know, the internet's so congested with ads and stuff like that, you really have to get past the first few pages to find anything of import. Yeah, I kind of like this old rifle. When I first saw it, I thought it was a Marlin because it has this hump. But if you lay it next to a Marlin, this section right here, it, it drops off a little bit sooner. But it does have a very Marlin-like look. And apparently, Lakefield did some business with Marlin. When they were having financial troubles, they partnered up with Marlin, and there are Lakefield Marlins stamped on the barrel. Now, Lakefield was uh, one of the largest gun manufacturers in Canada. The other one would be Cooey, which I believe they were bought by Winchester, if I recall correctly. Cooey has a great reputation for rifles. I believe they won some Olympic Games with theirs. But I don't know a lot about Cooey. If you guys do, I'd like to hear what you have to say. Yeah, I kind of like that trigger. I think I'm just going to lighten it up just a hair. You know, these old single shots are kind of nice because it slows you down and you kind of think about each shot because it's so much work to load another bullet. Fellas, I think that's enough of that for today. Let me know what you guys know about Lakefield and their merger with or their being bought out by Savage. What do you think about the new Savage Mark rifles? Like I say, I've never owned one, but judging by this rifle, I think I might. Guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. We got our podcast kicking off today, so come check that out. It's going to be interesting. Anyways, thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day.